All I ever knew was effort will get me seen on tape. Effort will get me noticed to get to the league. Effort would one day take care of my mom and my kids. Effort, which is between you and you. Nobody else can give you effort. Nobody ain't got to convince me of what I do. I do what I do because I do what I do, because I'm built from something. And man didn't create it. Every one of you men in here have that opportunity. But ask yourself the question personally, how much time you really waste? How much of our brains are we really gonna use? I use mine to tell somebody today, there's no other man out there willing to give up what I'm willing to give up. I said that in 1993, when I said I wanted to be the greatest hurricane. And the only thing that I got in the middle of all of that distance is the only thing that follows work, is results. There's no other blueprint. I ain't got no other secrets to tell y'all today. If you want to do something, work at it. The power of respect is never to disrespect. I said that I might be the greatest player to ever walk up out of the University of Miami. I did not say that because I thought I was better than everybody else. I said that simply because I was willing to put in the work to now be back here 18 years later and tell you the only brotherhood I still have sits on my chest. And greatness is a lot of small things done well. Day after day, workout after workout, obedience after obedience, day after day. Forget that there was any sunlight left. What would you spend today thinking about? Yourself or the man that's beside you? Or the man that you know you'll give everything in your heart for? We get one opportunity in life, one chance in life to do whatever you're gonna do, to lay your foundation, to make whatever mark you're gonna make, whatever legacy you're gonna leave your legacy. And it's found through effort. Wins and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort. Because effort is between you and you. Effort ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. So that team that think they're ready to see you, they think what they seen on film, they ain't saw what film shows. Because every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature. Now. Because I'm pissed off for greatness. Because if you ain't pissed off for greatness, that means you're okay with being mediocre.
A lot of people are not living up to their true potential because a lot of people go through life playing it safe, holding back on themselves. There's no safe position in life. You can't get out of life alive. You're gonna die anyhow. Take responsibility for your life. Don't go through life being a victim. Losers let things happen. Winners make things happen.
It takes time to truly reach your goals and reach your potential. And through that process, you will have ups and you will definitely have downs. Always wanting to get better, always wanting to get stronger, because I wanted to do things differently than everybody else. When I went through a span of 5 or 6 years where I didn't miss a single day of training, 365 days a year, that made me different. I got 52 extra days each year than anybody else had. And in the sport of swimming, if you miss one day, it takes you 2 days to get back to where you were. So everybody else is taking a step back on Sunday when they weren't swimming, and I was taking that one step forward. So for me, that's really all it was. I was willing, I think, to make sacrifices. The greats do things when they don't always want to. That's what separates good from great.
We are all great. No matter if you think you're dumb, no matter if you think you're fat, no matter if you are fat, no matter if you've been bullied, We all have greatness. You gotta find the courage to put your Bose headphones on and silence the noise out of this world and to find it. But it's gonna take hard work, courage, self-discipline. It's gonna take all the non-cognitive skills. All the non-cognitive skills to be great.
If you get yourself in a state of certainty that this is going to work, I'm going to find the way, and if this doesn't work, I will make the way, then you tap a lot more potential. And when you're certain in your potential, you take massive action. When you take massive action, you really believe in something, you get great results. When you get great results, your brain goes, see, I told you I was a stud. I told you this thing would work out.
Most important thing is this: to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Make sacrifices when Monday Night Football is not on. You can make a sacrifice, but when the game come on, for some reason, you just attach to it. Some of you need to give up your cell phone, because the time you spend on your cell phone could be used for your success. The time you could be using to be successful, you're using it on the cell. And the cell phone is not bringing you nothing but a bill.
Majority of individuals, we're doing exactly what we're comfortable with. It's easy for us, we like it, there's not a lot of risks, a lot of reward because it's minimal, and we're not trying anything new. We're not trying to go out there and see what else is out there, and we're stuck in the little bubble that we enjoy because it's easy. So do you stay in that bubble? Do we stay in this comfort zone? Do we just continue to do, we don't do anymore and we die? Is that what you want to do? Is that the life that you envision for yourself? Your hopes and your dreams and goals, are they outside of the comfort zone? Because if they are, if your hopes and dreams and goals are outside of that comfort zone, when are you going to get out of it? Are you going to wait right before it? Why are you not getting out of it right now? Why are you not trying to do something new? Why are you not seeing what you might be good at and then going ahead and trying it? Why are you also not seeing things that you're not good at and then practicing to get good at?
Most of us, if we ask ourselves, have we done all we can do? Most of us will have to answer, no, we haven't. We've been holding back. We have ideas that we don't act on, things we want to do. We're afraid to take chances. We go through life trying to seek security and not coming outside of our comfort zone. And we take most of our stuff with us to the grave. The fact that you're still here, that you're still breathing, you've got some more work. When you get up in the morning, that you can look yourself in the face and say, hey, I'm living my life on my terms. That's important. You've got at least 3 or 4 or 5 talents that you are not even aware of right now. And you'll never be aware of them unless you come outside your comfort zone and challenge yourself to develop your talents and abilities, to see what it is that you might have a knack for, that you haven't discovered as yet.
I got nothing to lose. I got 0 to lose on it. And 9 times out of 10, the majority of you out there got nothing to lose also. Nothing. But you still don't try. You might be able to see that you are great at something by just putting a little effort into trying to move outside of your comfort zone, instead of staying locked in it because it's easy, because it's normal. So I challenge you right now. Do something new. Figure it out. Don't be afraid. Get outside of your comfort zone. And you might look back and realize, wow, that was easy. It was way easier than I believed it was going to be. But I had been holding myself down. I had been holding myself back from trying something new.
Expand yourself. Take yourself out your comfort zone. Do not live in your bubble. Put some more air in your bubble. If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful. All of you have extraordinary capabilities. All of you. You have to decide if you are willing to do the things to put you in that category. Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock. They already making decisions about your life and your ass was sleeping.
People still don't seem to understand that when it comes to chasing your dreams and chasing those goals that you set for yourself in life, that they look at them as if those dreams and goals are their friends. Like somehow miraculously, if they sit there and wait, if they sit on their asses and watch as life goes by, and they don't really put forth an effort into anything, eventually that dream is going to step off of whatever transportation it's taking and then come directly to you and say, here I am, presenting myself before you. When they don't seem to understand that that's not what life is about. You have to look at it like this if you truly want to succeed in life. Your dreams and goals are your enemies. They want nothing to do with you. They refuse to be conquered unless you are willing to get out there and put in the work and invest in with your dedication, your time, your pain, your effort, your blood, your sweat, and your tears. That is how you achieve something. It's not going to stop off and just say, hey, here the fuck I am. You know, success is here at your plate. That's not the way it works. So if you continue to sit there and not make any effort whatsoever into applying yourself, and you sit there and bitch and moan about why isn't anything going good for me, you're not doing anything. You're not investing any fucking time in pursuing that dream or goal. So why should it come to you? You don't deserve it. And just like the fucking critics out there that I can't stand, they will sit there and point their fingers at every single person that's pursuing their dream and their goal, and sit there and just badmouth them and say constant just negative shit about them. Like, well, look at that person, he failed this, that, and the other. Well, you know, maybe he shouldn't have fucking tried it, yada, yada, yada. At least that motherfucker stepped foot in the arena and tried. It takes guts to take that first step and say, here we go. I'm accepting the possibility that I might fail. But I don't want to be 65 years old sitting in that rocket chair looking back at my life and saying, what if, what if, what if? Even now I'm making something of myself. I'm putting in the effort and the time and the hard work and being stressed out all the time. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Think of that. If you've got negative people out there dragging you down and you listen to that shit, of course it's going to bring you down. Turn your ears off to that shit and be confident in who you are. Don't let people influence you. They don't know anything about you or what you got in here or what you're made of. That's all that counts. That's all that matters. But we care so much about what everybody thinks out there in this life. That's all that matters to us. Why? It's your life and you've only got one to live. Stop with this shit about sitting back and just waiting for your dreams to come to you. I'm not doing it either. I'm going out there full speed ahead, and nothing's gonna stop me. Nothing will stop me.
So when you focus on something constantly, you think of something you can't stop thinking about, that's something you're gonna achieve. If you're incredibly, passionately, obsessively focused on what you want, and you get yourself to take mass action, and you keep changing your approach until you get there or model someone, you will truly have an extraordinary life on your terms.
The only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. You might have more talent than me, you might be smarter than me, but if we get on the treadmill, there's two things. You're getting off first, or I'm gonna die. It's really that simple. I've never really viewed myself as particularly talented. Where I excel is ridiculous, sickening work ethic. You know, while the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working. There's no easy way around it. No matter how talented you are, your talent is going to fail you if you're not skilled. There are those of you saying, I want to be a millionaire. I want to be the best at this company, right? But your value system says you believe in sleep more than you believe in grinding. The problem with most people is that you're not obsessed with improvement. You're obsessed with making money. You're obsessed with taking your business to the next level. And can I be honest with you guys? When you become obsessed with improvement, I will spend more time sitting under people. I will spend more time with Glenn. I will spend more time with Aaron. I will spend more time learning than I will speaking in this country. I will walk away with stuff I never heard before, books I've never read before, audios I've never seen before, going to conferences that I've never gone, hanging out with people that I've never hung out with before. This is nothing, guys. This is just a dessert. I'm obsessed with improvement. Every day I'm getting better. There are those of you with phones, and every new phone that comes out, you get it. Every upgrade, you get it. Every piece of software, you get it. You are upgrading your technology, and you've not upgraded yourself.
That everything I went through, every beating I got, every nose that was broke, every bone that was broken, all the suffering I went through in my recovery to come back, all the times I couldn't breathe, I rushed to the emergency, it was all, every minute of it was worth it. Greatness in any field, greatness cannot be achieved without obsession. You may have been born with more genetic prowess than I have, but you cannot out-determine me. You can't out-live me. You can't out-want me. You can't outwork me. You can't out-desire me. I'm a king of that. That's why this top spot is number one. That's mine. If you want to be the best at that, if you want to reach the pinnacle of that, you must be. There's no way around it. You have to be obsessed with obtaining that. You have no choice. There's no other way around it. There's no easy way to do it. You have to be obsessed with this.
I thought my life was over, and if I'm being totally honest, don't think for a minute that I've never done something shitty myself and had to face the consequences. You know, I felt super guilty too about things I've done. I said to myself, fuck man, you're stupid. Why did you do that? You're a piece of shit. And I've been really, really hard on myself. You guys have to understand that what you're going through here is normal. I understand what you're saying because I've been through it. All right, in both my business and in my life. I've hit rock bottom. And let me tell you guys something. I can't explain it, but I've experienced it and I can tell you that it's true. There's something really good about hitting rock bottom. It can be good for your business and it is absolutely 100% good for you, okay? And this is why. There's something about the nature of the universe that a person can only go down so far before one of two things happen. A, you die. The truth is that doesn't happen. Most of the time, it's B. It's the second thing that happens, and it goes like this. You start going the other direction. You can't fall any further down, so you start rising up again. And most of the time, you start rising up again stronger when you feel like you're at the bottom. That's good. It means the next step is to wake the fuck up, rise the fuck up, and dominate in everything that you do. And through the process of their struggles, they learn all these skills that are gonna make you be successful.
And I'm saying to you, what if all of us took that attitude after we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody say, you can count on me, and they don't come through? What if we have that kind of attitude? The car's repossessed. Nobody believes in you. You've lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day, and say to yourself, it's not over until I win.
Let the dream destroy you. Let it strip you. Let it remake and mold you. Don't be afraid. Wherever you from, if that's where you from, if you leave, you can always come back, I promise you. I promise you, whatever world you're from, if you go to other worlds, you can always go back to that world. So do me a favor, let it destroy you. The version of you that you are right now,
is a blessing, but it won't take you to the next level. What got you here won't take you there. So let the dream destroy you, tear you down, redefine you, build you back up, make you stronger.
If you are still actually lying in bed, I'm going to give you about 10 seconds to get up and get out of bed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're up and you're now ready to get after it, you can go ahead and shut this off. You won. You can proceed on to go get stronger and faster and better. Then I can't stop right now. You will feel groggy. You're gonna feel like a loser. Like a person that fell short, that failed the first test of the day. All you had to do was get up, get out of bed. Instead, you stayed in that warm bed and squandered the opportunity to train and to get better. And that will be a downward spiral for your day. Undisciplined and weak. Or, instead, you can get up, get out of bed, go splash some water on your face, and I promise you will not feel tired anymore. So let's go now. Get up.
When life knocks you down and you don't see a way to get up, you have to find it deep down inside. And you get up and fight again. When you feel like you're a failure, when you feel like the fight is over, it's just getting started. In every season, you will go through something that'll help you for the next season. In this round of your life, you may be getting knocked down. You may be going through trials and tribulations. But I tell you, once you get up, you'll be able to fight with strength you never had. You'll be able to do things you never thought you could do. You'll be able to go places you never thought you would ever go. But you have to see it in your mind. You have to see it in your heart. You have to fight from deep down inside of you. That's where the strength must come from. The desire, passion, the faith that you have. You must bring it out.
When things go wrong, they always seem to happen at once, and they just compound on top of each other. And it's pretty easy sometimes to feel beaten when you're faced with all those issues and all those problems, and they all hit you at the same time.
We all have times of frustration. We all have times of anger. We all have times of why me? Why is this so hard for me? Anytime you start something new, anytime you set out on a new path, anytime you move out of your comfort zone, you're gonna go through a bell curve of frustration.
Some people lose their father, mother, welfare, but anybody who had some options, I punted every leisure activity in my life. Nothing. No weekends, no vacations, zero, nothing.
It's hard to remember that things are gonna get better, but they are, and this is part of the process, and all of us go through these little curves. We all do it. When you start focusing on how bad everything and how frustrated you are and how angry you are and how tough it is really fucking easy to talk yourself into quitting.
I have flunked out of college. I have been divorced, messed up my life. I've lived in a car. I've been homeless. I've been written off, told I wasn't gonna be nothing. I have made a complete mess of my life. So I know what it is to have no money. I know what it is to start at the bottom. I know what it is to get back up. I know what it is to overcome. I know what it is to win. I know what losses feel like. I know what failure does. I know how to use it to your advantage. You cannot be afraid of that.
But when you keep in mind why you started, when you keep in mind what your goals are, when you keep in mind what it is you're trying to accomplish, and you keep those things and you think about them and focus on them a day in and day out basis, guys, your chances of making it through these frustration curves increases tremendously.
It won't be easy. It will be hard because life is hard. That's what life is. These challenges that you face, they're going to do their best to take you down. Do not let them. Stand up, dig in. Line up those problems and confront them. Face them. Fight them. Do not let them bring you down. In fact, let those challenges raise you up. Let them elevate you. Let their demands and their trials make you stronger. Let the adversity you face today turn you into a better person tomorrow.
The world was telling me I was a loser. My teachers were telling me a loser. My friends' parents weren't saying to my face that I was a loser, but look at my class and my teachers, and I'm like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show all of you. You think I suck? I'm gonna be the biggest, best person on earth.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside, and something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. The problem is, you ain't never felt no pain before. You're soft. It's a soft generation. You quit on everything.
If your goal is to work your way up the success ladder, if you're gonna have a problem with everybody who has a problem with you, do you think that that's gonna help you to get to the top even faster? Your pride and your ego has been killing your career growth. Your attitude has compromised the altitude of your career. Your shit could be on another level. You know better, but you're deciding to not do better. You are a lazy, unprofessional, mean attitude having motherfucker. And yet, when things are not happening good for you, when things are not coming your way, when things are not happening as fast as you want them to happen, you blame everybody else.
If you grind hard, man, I ain't got time to worry about your monkey ass. I ain't got time to worry about you, man. Because tomorrow, I got to go back to the grind. And tomorrow, I go back to the grind again and again and again and again. I don't have time to put you into the hate bank. There's no hate. It's all filtered out, man, through the grind. People don't get it. There's great joy in the grind. Great joy in the suffer. It totally cleanses your body out, man, of any kind of hate. Makes you grow up.
I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. Somebody said, I gotta go home, I feel bad. Go through it. You ain't gonna die. At the end of pain is success. You're not gonna die because you're feeling a little pain. You have to give it everything you got. No more TV, no more parties, no more playing. If you don't have a 4.0, what you need to be doing is studying. Get off the phone. Please stand up. Stop being this high school dropout. Stop giving up. Stop sleeping on the street. Stop walking up and down Finkel Avenue like you ain't got nothing, and get your GED. Stop being afraid to take a test. Stop being afraid to go to college because your daddy didn't go and your mama didn't go. Stop being afraid and be the best Aaron Thomas you can be. But listen to me, it's going to be hard. It took me 12 years to get a 4-year degree, but I got it. And guess what? On a degree, it don't have dates. But I'm exactly where I wanted to be because I realized I got to commit my very being to this thing. I gotta breathe it, I gotta eat it, I gotta sleep it. And until you get there, you'll never be successful in life. But once you get there, I guarantee you, the world is yours.
It always comes back to this same thing. The whining, the crying, the bitching, the moaning. I mean, when we bitch about it, when we cry about it, when we whine about it, we're just contributing to the problem. You guys need to start working towards being part of the solution. We need more leaders. And you have to start being a leader. And what I mean by that is bitching, crying, moaning, complaining, that doesn't do anything. How do we stop this epidemic? How do we do that? We do that by starting with ourselves. We do that by setting the example. We do that by making sure that instead of us bitching and whining and crying about things like entitlements and things like making excuses and all this other shit that we all fucking hate, the way we stop these things from happening is by starting with ourselves and stop accepting excuses from ourselves. Stop making excuses for ourselves. Stop our bitching. Stop our whining. Don't tolerate that kind of thing in your life. Cut those people out. Don't give them your attention.
You have to deal with the reality of the situation. Dwelling and pondering and crying doesn't do shit, and it especially doesn't do shit in this echo chamber. In this arena, there is no crying. You can cry, you're just gonna lose. And I have bad news about complaining and crying. Nobody gives a shit.
Why do you keep crying? Why me, God? Why did I get MS? Why did I get cancer? Why did my mama die? Why did I get fired? Do you understand? Listen, you got through that. You got put through that because what that does, that tension produces greatness. Stop running from it and run to it. Stop telling me what you're going through. The greats go through, they get to it, they go through it. And the harder it is, the better.
Don't let me complain about anything ever again. I mean, I don't consider myself a big complainer, but come on. This is just, we have no reason to complain about anything.